Mathias, you're one of our keynote speakers. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I am an old physicist, always very active. I try to create many startups from my research, and my field of interest is waves, and I spend a lot of time in medical imaging, and I develop many products for medical imaging. And I moved 10 years ago in telecommunication and information theory, and we create two startups in this field. One was time reversal communication, a company that has disappeared.
Okay.
But the second one was greener wave, which is really a company which is growing and which is developing this intelligent surface to
that has to do with your
communication.
keynote.
Yeah, it was the...
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about your keynote?
Oh, okay. I tried to explain how we found this idea of improving telecommunication by putting kind of mirrors in your apartment or in your building or in the street.
But not regular mirrors, right?
No, it is not regular mirror. First, it is a mirror for electromagnetic waves, not for optical wave, but for... And it is mirror that can be tunable, and it is mirror that can be reconfigurable in order to improve communication. It's perhaps you know in astronomy people use many small telescopes and they move one telescope in front of the other to try to correct turbulence of atmosphere. And in fact we do something like this, except we create a mirror. Nothing is moving, but the electric property of a mirror at each pixel change.
Okay.
And by doing this, we can really control waves.
Why would you want that?
But how this idea came? Now, this idea came because I have a house in Brittany where I spend a lot of time, but the wireless connection is really bad. And I found only some spot in my house where I have signal. And I was
one spot in the whole house?
Yeah, exactly. There is only one spot, and we are fighting to have a spot.
Yeah.
And I have this idea that if I have a mirror that refocus all electromagnetic energy that come on it on my phone, the level of my signal will be good.
So
and
you don't have to be on that one spot, you can move around.
Yeah, and I can move, and the mirror will automatically focus on me to improve communication. And this was the idea. And after in my lab with Geoffroy Leroset, we developed this concept and we built this surface.
Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. How far along is that technology now? Will we see that on the market next month, next year?
Okay, I think some products are really nearly to be on the market, especially for 5G. But it takes time because before your smartphone can be automatically connected to this mirror, you need to have very special protocol, and it is not defined yet.
Okay.
This
an
takes
industry
time.
standard is needed. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a standard is needed, and this is why today we develop other products with this intelligent surface, like antenna for SATCOM, for satellite communication, and like radar on the bumper in cars. And the same technology can be used to replace many antenna by one antenna plus a mirror.
Okay, but then you're putting mirrors everywhere and they're able to adjust. Doesn't that take a lot of energy?
No, because it takes some software to control the state of a mirror. Yeah. But it is mirror that use very small amount of energy compared to antenna. If you have to put hundreds of antenna to have a nice beam, it will cost a lot of energy. But if you use only one antenna plus a mirror, you will have the same result, except you will use 1/10 of the energy or 1/100 of the energy.
And one antenna and 100 mirrors could replace 100 antennas.
Exactly, and this is the idea. And one antenna plus 1,000 mirror pixel, it is like you have 1,000 antenna. Yeah. And compared to the energy 1,000 antenna we use very small energy. It will be really the solution to decrease the energy consumption, which is huge for telecommunication.
Of course, yeah. I think it's a world problem at the moment. So
yeah, it's a big problem, and I think we have really a solution. And many people are interested by this now.
That sounds promising. So we have to wait a few more years, if I hear it correctly.
Yeah, I think before. I know that some Chinese company announced that they put this on the market, but I have not seen this yet, really. But we are very close to this.
Sounds really promising. Now you've been at the conference for almost a day. How's the conference been so far?
But it's a very interesting conference because you put together people which are very different and from very different background, and it is an unusual conference, I will say.
Yeah.
And you can learn a lot. And for me, that is a physicist, showing the other point of view is quite interesting.
Okay. Well, finally, is there anything you're still looking forward to?
Sorry?
Is there anything you're still looking forward to in the conference?
I have not understood.
Is there something you're still looking forward to? Something you would like to see or to do? We still have a bus tour of Berlin coming up. We have more talks and presentations tomorrow, of course.
But I have seen that there are some interesting communication tomorrow on communication.
Okay.
Yeah, and
should be good.
I will look for this.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.